Hi all. The Diploma Program Psychology course aims to develop students' knowledge and understanding of psychological concepts, content, and context, as well as the models and theories associated with these areas. Through the course, students will develop the ability to engage in critical thinking, assess evidence, and acknowledge the evolving nature of knowledge. They will acquire the ability to seek new information and generate understanding by employing research methodologies. The goal of the psychology course is not to create psychologists, but to promote psychological literacy. Welcome to the world of psychology. Psychologists want to understand why people behave the way they do. They believe that if we can discover the cause of behaviors, we may be able to change negative behaviors, helping individuals and the broader society. There is no single universally acknowledged definition of psychology. The common definition is that psychology is a scientific study of behavior and mental process. The first most important part of the definition is the word scientific. This means a systematic and controlled study of human behavior, helping to establish either correlational or cause and effect relationships to describe behaviors. Psychologists, they do this through various research methods such as experiments and observations. The DP psychology curriculum has three pillars: concepts, content, and context. All students are required to study the four contexts or the areas of psychology: health and well-being, human development, human relationships, and learning and cognition. In each of the contexts, there is a required content. The content is both specific to the context and linked to the three approaches to explaining behavior: the cognitive, biological, and socio-cultural approaches. In addition, in all contexts, we discuss how psychologists conduct their research by studying research methodology. Finally, we apply concepts when thinking critically about psychological theories and research. There are 6 psychology concepts. First one is bias. Psychologists must be aware of biases during the research process. Second one is causality. It is a basic human desire to know why something happens. Psychologists, they seek out cause and effect relationships by conducting experimental research. Third one is change. A key goal of psychologists is to help people change their behavior to improve their physical, social, and mental health. Coming to measurement, it is a fundamental part of psychology research. Psychologists, they choose research methods that they predict are the best way to investigate a psychological question. Coming to perspective, DP psychology focuses on 3 different approaches, studying how biological, cognitive, and socio-cultural factors influence human behavior. There is no single perspective which can explain behavior sufficiently on its own. Finally, there is responsibility. Ethical principles guide psychologists to make responsible decisions to ensure that the benefits to the field of psychology are maximized and the costs to the participants are minimized. A key goal of the DP psychology course is to develop psychological literacy. Even if you do not go to study psychology further, these skills are transferable to other areas of knowledge. Psychological literacy is increasingly seen as a vital skill set not only for psychologists but also for people in various fields. It helps people make informed decisions, solve problems effectively, and contribute positively to society by applying psychological knowledge in diverse contexts. Coming to assessment outline, there is a difference in weightage for HL and SL students. For HL students, external assessment is 80%, with paper 1 and paper 2 having 25% each, and paper 3, which is exclusively for the HL students, it has got 30% weightage. And coming to internal assessment, it carries 20% of the final marks, and where students are expected to write a research proposal. In the case of SL students, paper 1 and paper 2 has 35% weightage, and together external assessment carries 70% of the weightage.
Hi, I'm Dia from batch of 2024, and psychology was one of my HL subjects in the IB course. Although I had no prior exposure to psychology as a subject, I was quickly drawn to it. The course offers an in-depth understanding and application of the 3 approaches in psychology, which are cognitive, biological, and socio-cultural. Each topic is accompanied by research studies pertaining to that particular topic, which helps us to get a better understanding of the theory and develop critical thinking skills as we are required to evaluate the studies that we learn in class. The syllabus also requires us to complete an internal assessment during which I got to work as part of a group to replicate an already existing research study. The whole learning experience was elevated by the approach that was taken by my teacher, who made sure to make lessons very interactive and engaging. Though I initially joined trends to pursue art, psychology soon became my primary interest due to the holistic approach that the course offered me, which prompted me to take up psychology for my further studies as well.